something happens.
Some crazy shit. So it's been a couple of days. Oh, I'm gonna wait till you get comfortable.
My fault.
So it's been a couple of days, man. You were not in the best of spirits last time I talked to you on Saturday night, bro.
Hey, Luca went to the Lakers, bro. I feel great now. You talking about the past?
Yeah, that was really like late.
That
So
got
yeah,
me
so
right
actually, your reaction now might be hella turned down.
to to,
I think it will. I'm just
to
gonna
Royal
start
Rumble.
off. Yeah, I'm just gonna start off with the main event. Jey Uso winning. You did not seem like a big fan. Now, the days have passed. We've seen Monday Night Raw. What is your reaction then and now?
You're not gonna, you meaning the fans and WWE TV, whatever. You're not gonna make me become a blind person and just lie and say I like Jey Uso's singles run just because he's like paid his dues. Like every wrestler there has paid their dues, bruh. There's plenty of wrestlers who have put in just as much work, and then I hate on the internet when we say he can't wrestle that much, and they defend him by saying, "Well, it's not just about wrestling. Go watch UFC." Da, da, da. I'm like, brother, like people are. It's just so annoying. It's like you know damn well that I want both. It's called professional wrestling. I want the storytelling. I want the promo work. I want the dope, crazy spots, and I want the crazy work in the ring. That's what the top guys do. So, with that being said, yes, I get it. Jay's over. Yes, they asked him to do the eat thing again after the song ended. Yes, he's over. I get it. At the same time, he is not that good as a wrestler. And if you watch all of his singles matches, none of them are great. It's just the truth. A couple of them are awful. And I love Jey Uso. Love him. He's probably him and Jimmy are probably the best tag team ever. No questions asked. There's a couple guys that you could say, but in terms of like they had me captivated. It's just not the same. And I get it. Kids like him. The wrestling community likes to yeet. I get it. Jay, so I love you, brother. I love you and respect you. This is just the character that has been presented to me. I'm giving my opinion on it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm so glad you said all those things. I wholeheartedly agree because when Monday Night Raw was happening, people seem to be extremely obtuse that were
Yes.
on the Jey Uso side. You're making a bunch of arguments that niggas never really made. Do you y'all really think niggas were confused of why he won the Royal Rumble? When people say, why the fuck did Jey Uso win? It's not like a literal sense. Like, we know he's very popular. We know he moves hella merch. Everybody can see that. If you don't even watch wrestling, you know how over Jey Uso is.
Right.
People are just frustrated because we had what we deem as better choices.
Yes.
Then you know what else niggas do that really annoys me? And just not this particular thing. They'll like make up counter arguments in their head to like a different population. Or like for some different shit. Be like, well, if it was predictable, y'all would have said it. Like, what population of people are you talking about? You're talking about a whole different group of people. Like, why are you assuming I would have said that? Like, no. Most people's reasoning is what you said. People don't like Jey Uso in the ring. If you go online and people are like, oh, the wrestling Twitter is not real. I'm like, nigga, we understand that Twitter is a very small bubble, but people do criticize when the matches are lackluster.
You're
That
not
is
gonna
what
tell
most
me
people
how
say.
I feel. You're not gonna tell me how I feel about something like just because you don't agree. Like that's my whole thing.
Yeah. And the shock of it was fucking crazy because I'm like, I never anticipated. And I'm like, look at me, I'm like, damn, that shit was kind of in our face in a sense, but never considered. So, like, the Royal Rumble itself, amazing. But, like, just going into WrestleMania season, bro, we had Gunther, Cody Rhodes as our champions, right? The options that we thinking The Rock, we thinking Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, CM Punk. Drew McIntyre. I already say Drew McIntyre.
Did not say Drew yet.
So bro, all those names, nobody said Jey Uso. When we're thinking of these dream matches for main event, come on, bro. Like, let's be fucking serious. Even like a week or two ago, niggas is not fantasy booking Jey Uso in the main event with all these other options on the roster.
Quick
And now you
interjection.
take away.
Quick interjection. We just watched him have a championship match the week before the Royal Rumble.
With this
And he
nigga
got smacked.
with the nigga we think he's going to challenge.
Not think for sure. I know as much as Trips has not been on my good side, there's no way in hell it's going to be Cody versus Jey Uso. There's no way. There's no way that's going to be a main event of WrestleMania. That's no slight say. There's just no way. Cody versus Roman the year before, and now this year we're going to get Cody versus Jey Uso, his henchman, Roman's henchman. Roman couldn't beat him. You think his henchman's going to be able to beat him? Come on, bro. Come on.
Okay, and then somebody made a good tweet. They're like, I'm gonna find it. They're like, bro, if you would have had Gunther win the Saturday Night's main event in like a dirty way, maybe the reaction would have been different. And Jay, that might not be like, I know I can beat Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think a lot of people would be more invested. Right now, I'm like, bro, it was last a week.
What makes you feel that
literally
way,
last week?
Jay? What makes you feel that way? I said, what makes you feel that way, Jay?
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, like you just lost him multiple times for titles. So I'm like, it's not like a Chad Gable situation.
Right.
It's not that.
And he was over. Everyone was going, shoot. He was over. LA Knight, he was over. Only thing he got from that
get into that. Get into that.
Over is one U.S. title reign. Yeah. Like, I you know what I'm saying?
How, look at how his pops are now compared to what it was a year and a half ago.
He's still over, but not like he.
It's not even in the same stretch. And I can concede.
Pull the trigger.
Jey Uso right now is more over than LA Knight was. I can concede that, but I'm like, y'all, we criticize Triple H for this. He does not strike when the iron is hot. He takes too long at times. And the counter argument people say, well, yeah, but Jey Uso, remember in the pandemic when Jimmy was hurt, he was going back and forth with Roman. Yeah, like he really had the crowd. He won the Battle Royal. He had that good ass feud with Roman. He was right hand man. I'm like, yeah. And then he did take hella long to give Jey anything. So I get that part. I do understand that. But you mentioned it.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you mentioned the pay your dues thing. Like he deserves this. I also hate that. I hate when people do that with musicians, like for the Grammys. Like all these niggas work hard. Same with wrestlers. Everybody in the business works hard, bro. If y'all want to play that game, y'all know this nigga has nepotism priority that other niggas do not have. Like, stop doing that. We know everybody has worked. They put their whole life on this line for this shit. We don't criticize really no, but I don't know who is half-assed in WWE. I assume all of them deserve what they've gotten because they've been working at this for years, put their body on the line. Like, why are y'all saying that? Like, nobody's saying he doesn't deserve to have good moments. We're just saying we don't like it.
To touch on that nepotism thing real quick, I think that's the thing that people don't talk about enough. It's the facts. Because when you go back and you look at a lot of let's go back to the last, even to our childhood. You look at guys like Jeff Hardy. It was like the top of the mountain. He finally got his, and I get the offside stuff, but when he finally got the world heavyweight title, it just felt like, not that he didn't like, not that he shouldn't have it, but like, man, like the guy that we all love is really actually here. You look at a guy like John Morrison. You look at a guy like Zack Ryder. You look at all these kind of Jey Uso archetypes. When you look at, they like were in the business for a while, whether they were a tag team like Zack Ryder was with Joey Mercury, or The Miz was with John Morrison, and then they have their singles run and they're over to the moon over, and you don't pull the trigger. LA Knight's another one. Like, but then you go to this Fatu Samoan dynasty, Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, who aren't great in the ring at all. Like, especially when they first came, they were not great. We know what great looks like. They get automatic tag team titles when Street Profits haven't smelled tag titles in hell long. Then you go to Jey Uso. He's got 6 world heavyweight championship matches. He's lost all of them, and now he gets rewarded with winning the Royal Rumble. when Drew McIntyre had like the best year of his career, and now he's almost not gonna have nothing to do for Mania. I think the nepotism is in there for sure. Ava, The Rock's daughter, has done nothing. And this isn't a slight towards her at all. It's just the fact she's done nothing with the business and got handed the manager of NXT. And like we watched her get better. Now she's like pretty good. Of course, when anyone does something for a while, we'll get decent at it. But you can't tell me that's not nepotism. It's just the facts.
Yeah, so when we have these deserved conversations, which I think we don't need to have it anyways, conclude that part then. Let's get deep into it. Like you're gonna have more opportunities, and yes, he has capitalized off his opportunities. So I'm not treating him like he. I don't know who an example from this family would be of like not getting over because they usually be on their shit, bro. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
do credit
sure,
them for that for sure. Like they definitely be
for
on their
sure.
shit, but like you're gonna get priority, bro. Like even when they don't have titles, their storyline just be carrying, bro. Like
The
you're gonna
bloodline
get hella
storyline's been
TV
going on
time.
for 3-4 years now since the Thunderdome.
Yeah, so that is my issue, and I understand. Yes, you already mentioned the kids love Jey Uso. You mentioned Jeff Hardy. It is very reminiscent of that because even Jeff Hardy, he had his issues. He had a lot of you can't really trust the nigga
Yeah,
because of his substance abuse. Like I'm not gonna lie, I love Jeff Hardy, but if I was the booker, I would have been afraid to give the nigga the WWE title because of
for
that, and because his mic work is just those two things. So I've been like, fuck, I don't know. But then they actually did strike when it was hot. So I'm like, it's cool. And Triple H, I give him credit, like maybe he's trying to learn from us. Say, like, maybe we do need to strike more when the iron is hot. But even
that's
with
the
Jey
one
Uso,
thing
this
Vince
is
did
kind of late.
good.
It's kind of late.
That's the one thing Vince did good. He struck when the iron was hot. Vince did do that a lot, like with Kofi Mania and with Daniel Bryan and with, like we said, with like Jeff Hardy. These were guys that we pushed to the moon, and Vince was like, "All right, we got to give him the title," and I respect it.
Mm-hmm. I know people mention like Zack Ryder. He didn't. I know. The Christmas for Vince is like when he didn't want the person pushed, he would be kind of hesitant. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah,
Like
for
they not built like that. I know it took a little minute for Daniel Bryan to get his shit because it's not his archetype that he fucks with.
we forced it. We forced it. But
Yeah,
I don't want to all do a bunch of slander. The match was great. Jay
amazing.
is very good on the mic. He pulled out some new moves we seen in the
The
Rumble.
Poison Rana.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was if he can continue to do that, then he'll shut me up. Because my only thing with Jay is I hate the catchphraseness. I like the yeet and getting the crowd involved, but like once a promo happens, let Jay talk because he's great at it, and then add some things to your bag, and we're good.
They've dumbed his mic work down. I'm like, bro, I get the yeet shit, I get the entrance, and I'm like, you don't need to do the punchlines the entire time. The Rock has a million catchphrases. When he's going back and forth, he doesn't spam the catchphrase nonstop.
Right.
I just won the Rumble. Yeah. Now I'm on Monday Night Raw. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I'm about to challenge somebody. Yeah, like,
Yeah.
bro, like, stop. Because he could talk very well. And I'm looking at this promo. He and him and Gunther should be having amazing shit talking about him. They
Hey,
really should.
that
And
episode
they
on
could.
Monday Night Raw, I don't know what that was. I get at the beginning that Jay was emotional. Go ahead, no problem with that. But then, like, you almost didn't talk. And then when you did, you basically said nothing. And then Gunther came and ripped you up. And all you said was, I'm going to beat you. Come on, bro.
That's the dumbing shit down part.
Come
Yes.
on, bro.
That's the dumbest shit down part. And like, don't paint this shit out like we just hating on everybody else over. When people were criticizing John Cena when he was getting pushed, there were like legit like gripes that people had with how he was booked and such. It wasn't like niggas were just mad at every fucking thing. Like y'all can take constructive criticism, bro.
Right.
One, we know he can fix. It's the mic work. I don't know how much of that is him or if that is on like Triple H or whoever's producing the segments.
Right.
But we have over 2 months till Mania. He's not gonna be able to spam the yeet shit. He's gonna get back into his talking bag. He already did the emotional shit, like, bro, I'm finally here. Now let's get back to that confidence shit of why you feel like you about to beat Gunther. Start talking your shit. Like, nigga, I'm a main eventer at WrestleMania. I'm part of the best tag team ever. Right here, nigga, I pinned Roman Reigns before. Like, quit playing with me. Like, you couldn't beat Cody. Like, start talking shit. I won the Royal Rumble. You got eliminated by, like, start talking that shit, bro. We gonna be
Great,
good. Yeah.
because
And I think they will.
last thing before we get off, Jay, because then if you look back at Gunther, the last person he lost to at Mania was Sammy. And didn't Jay lose to Sammy when they had their match in 2024? Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he lost to Sammy.
Are you? Wait, that a solo match?
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was for the Intercontinental title, or maybe it was for the Intercontinental title tournament to become the number one contender or something like that. I seen on the internet they were showing a string of Jay's matches from last year, and I'm pretty sure one of them was Sammy versus Jay, and Sammy beat him. So it's like they got a lot of build up. They could start by having him beat Sammy because Sammy was the last one to beat Gunther, and to prove that he's capable. Because only thing I've seen you do besides win the Rumble, which isn't a match, it's just throwing people over the top. It's not an actual match. I've seen him do nothing but lose. So, like people were mad at John Cena for potentially winning. He hasn't done anything. He's been losing. Jay's been losing all year. He won the IC title and then lost it immediately after and didn't even try to get it again. So it's like I don't know what you want from me. But Jay, I love you for the 50th time. I don't mean to bash you. This is nothing personal. It's just
man, bash. You know that can't be a real main event, right? We agree, right? We agree there needs to be an opener for one of them days, right?
Can't be a main event unless they do some crazy story build up. I would be disappointed if that was the main event of either nights.
Anywho, moving along, the other Royal Rumble winner also got a lot of flack.
Mm-hmm.
So, what were your thoughts when she won? And now,
this is gonna be pretty similar but opposite at the same time. Charlotte is the GOAT. She's top 5 all-time wrestlers, men or women. She is the GOAT of the women, no questions asked. She's the best I've ever seen for as a woman wrestler, one of the best wrestlers, period, I've ever seen. That being said, she obviously is not ready to go 100%. She looks like she needed to put some more muscle on. She has her knee brace. She's obviously like they could have gave it more time. Why would you have someone who we haven't seen in a year plus and in no storyline whatsoever come in and win the Rumble? Like it was different. Like I don't know if they thought that it was going to be a John Cena thing from what he did back in the day. No, it wasn't because they literally announced her that she was going to be in the Rumble for weeks, and then she just comes in and wins, and it's like it didn't even feel like anyone else had a real chance of winning too. Like even like, and then the spots they were doing, like this that wasn't a great representation of women's wrestling in general and what they're capable of. And I very much dislike the Charlotte win. I think Charlotte's a main eventer. Obviously, the main event at WrestleMania is going to be good, whoever she goes up against. I just don't like this initial build-up whatsoever. I think it's stupid. But who am I?
Yeah, it's a deep back. In the moment, I wasn't too mad because one, if you go on like the betting odds, she was like a big favorite to win. And like going into it, I was like, I'm pretty sure she's gonna win. When she entered, bro, they gave her pyro. I've never seen that shit. Like Royal entrance. So I'm like, and then even McAfee said, like, bro, this is really over. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing?
Last person to do that was Cody Rhodes last year, and he won. But keep going.
That's funny.
Yeah, literally. Last year, Cody was the only one to get pyro.
I didn't even think about that. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. The spot that really annoyed me on this one was the Nia Jax shit. Mm-hmm. She's already had Rumbles where she has dominated. Why does she need to be the one to eliminate the most people? Granted, I wanted Jordan Grace to eliminate the most people because you're going to try to build her up. You don't need to build Nia up anymore. We know how she get down. But not only that, you going to eliminate. It was Liv. It was Stephanie. It was Bianca, Naomi, and fucking Io Sky. all of them getting eliminated by Nia Jax in one spot, bro.
Where
Come
one
on,
of them,
bro.
Io had to just basically let go of the rope because no one was near her to make it look like she was falling off.
Yeah, so that made kind of the ending of the Royal Rumble for the women very anticlimactic. I'm like, we know what's about to happen. At least with the men's Rumble, I was in shock the whole time. Like that was the most exciting men's Rumble I've seen like since I've been back. I'm like, damn, I really did not know where they were going. But after that Nia spot, that shit was over with to me. And also, for that spot, y'all have a lot of time where there's no eliminations happening. Y'all don't need that many women in the fucking ring. If you have Pure Fusion Collective, the only stable that was in the Rumble, why are they not eliminating more people? I'm not even a fan of them, but booking wise, that's dumb. You have a whole stable in at one time, and they're not dogging shit.
The men did it
Does that
way
make sense
better.
to you?
Definitely,
That
the men
don't
did
make
way
no
better.
sense.
You pulled it out of my brain, and it's not that the men wrestled better, but the men's psychology for the match was better. There was never a time when there was fucking 15 men in the ring. It just doesn't make sense, and
It
it's
looks
like you
terrible.
said, it looks awful. It makes people are waiting around. People are like just standing around, and it's hard because you don't know who to punch when you don't know if there's a guy for you to punch or not because you don't know if it's odd or even. But there's only 6 guys in there, then it makes more sense.
And also, it just tells me that the people that's in the ring right now, they ain't on shit. Because I'm like,
Exactly.
Bianca and Naomi, y'all whole tag team, y'all the champs. Y'all can't double team a couple people and eliminate them. Come on, bro. Like booking wise, it just gave it away. I'm like, none of these people in the ring is gonna win. It's gonna be either fucking Charlotte or Becky returns, like whatever.
Not the women's
So
fault at all. I think it's whoever produced that match did a poor job. Just my opinion.
yeah. And speaking of dumbass spots, why the fuck did Drew McIntyre get eliminated by Jey Uso and Damian Priest? And I know he complained about this shit later because I caught that LA Knight kind of fucked up the spot. But even still, very anticlimactic. I'm like, really,
Like,
y'all?
they have no plans for Drew. I think that was obvious. Even if you take out, because yes, I saw it too. LA was trying to get his little spot in because he didn't really get much shine either. So he was trying to get his little hits in. Well, it was obvious that like the camera was supposed to be on Drew getting like surprisingly eliminated. But I think it's dumb. I think Drew is a main event star, and then to have Priest eliminate him just for Priest to be eliminated right after, just poor storytelling in my opinion. It was a great match. That was the couple few things I didn't like. You're building up Priest and McIntyre to be main eventers, and then you don't treat them like it in the big one of the big four uh PLEs of the year. You know
What happened to his Bloodline Hunter storyline?
that shit's dead in the water. He saw Roman. He had everyone beat him up. Bro, that was even so weird. There was like a spot where someone was like, I forget who it was kicking on Drew, and Drew told him to stop and then kick on Roman, and he did. And I was just like, okay, so that's where we're going. And then all of a sudden, he just stopped caring about Roman, completely stopped caring. I don't know. I don't know, my friend. I don't know.
And we're talking about we feel like there's so many combinations that just can't be fucked up. And I don't give a fuck what the crowds are saying. I get that Jey Uso is over, but nigga, you could have did so many combinations with these main events. You could have did like CM Punk, Gunther, could have John Cena, Cody Rhodes. You could did Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. You could have did like, bro, why are we here? How did we get here, bro?
I'm hearing we're getting a triple threat match:
For no
Punk,
title.
Rollins, and Reigns. So who does that leave for Cody? Trips, what are we doing, big fella? What are we doing? Please
For no
get The
title.
Rock in here ASAP. Please.
That ship is sailed for me.
Oh, he's not coming. I know. That was.
He's
I
no
just
more on
hope.
the reshoots. But he a hoe ass nigga because Meltzer reported that he was not gonna make it. And on Instagram, he said that's a bunch of lies. Bitch,
Then he
what the
didn't. Then
fuck?
he didn't pull up.
He's such a hoe. And I'm like, people are like, oh, you're shitting out your hopes up. No, he's the boy of TKO and he has inserted himself multiple times since last year's Royal Rumble.
He got our hopes up, not us.
Yeah.
We didn't get our own hopes up. He got our hopes up for sure.
And this is another example. It was supposed to be The Rock and Cody. You set this in motion a year ago, and now we're scrambling. Because, yeah, you're right. Who is Cody going to face? Who's going to win the Elimination Chamber?
I have no idea.
We
I'm
have
willing to
Punk, we
bet
have
Punk
Cena.
is not going to win it. I'm willing to. Hey, if we get, and I'm willing to bet John won't win it either. Honestly, I would love to see Cena
I don't
versus
think John should win it
Cody.
anyways.
No, I don't think so. I would love just because I'm a lifelong Cena fan, but it just doesn't make sense storyline. I didn't like that he was in the final two of the Rumble. I didn't like that at all. Like they were playing on the fact that they wanted us to feel like, oh, John might actually win. Let's be excited. And then the Jay thing. I don't know. Maybe that's why I felt so emotional about it. It was like I was telling myself the whole time we were talking together during the match, like, okay, even though John's in the final four, he's not going to win. I don't want to get excited. Final three, I don't want to get excited. John's in the final two, and there's no way Jay's going to win. So John's about to win, and then they did what they did, and I was just like, all right, bro, like.
But I ain't lie, that does make John's story. Because I think the story here, him getting his first win at Mania. So you have him final two for this. I kind of hope they don't make him final two in Elimination Chamber because I think that's going to be predictable for me.
He should be the first one eliminated.
Oh my! That would be crazy.
Then he goes into a program with Logan Paul because Logan Paul talks shit on him. You're old, da da da. You're the first one out of the chamber. That leads to them having their little Mania match. John gets his first win in years against Logan Paul. Gets onto a little run. That's what I'd like to see from John Cena.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, granted, I get Logan Paul has done a bunch of fuckery in real life, so I understand when people are hating Logan Paul. It has nothing to do with his character in ring. I know it's just real life, like the way people don't like Hulk Hogan. I understand it, but I think
I
you had
don't.
mentioned this as
Keep
but
going.
I understand the
Keep going.
shit he's
Yeah.
done. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't about to argue. I know the nigga be on some
No, I hear
bullshit.
you. I hear what you're saying.
But you kind of mentioned this when I mentioned Logan and John Cena for his last Mania. It's like I wanted somebody like Drew. Like I'll take Logan Paul. I'm like, fuck, let Drew get that spot, bro.
As much as I love John, I don't think he's in the best ring shape right now, and I don't think he could
Oh
put
yeah,
a banger on with Drew just yet. Like I think by the time he finishes this last movie, like SummerSlam ish time is when we'll get a real banger from John. Sadly, I could be wrong. Like in the Rumble, he didn't do much at all. And I think that's because he
he
wasn't
did
in
have
great.
like a spot where he had two niggas on his shoulder. I'm
Yep.
like, he's still
Yep.
strong enough to do that. I was shocked by
Mm-hmm.
that. I don't know what his wind is like for like a longer match. I guess we'll
Put
see.
put Braun
But
on his shoulder too. Strowman, you're right. You're right.
yeah, that part shocked me. But like just the wind, like let me see how you look after like 10 minutes of match time. That to me is the
His
real
shoulder
case. His
tackles look
strength is
good.
still crazy, but I'm gonna see if his endurance is the same way. So for Charlotte, what is the direction you want it to go?
I mean, let's keep it a bean. I would actually love for a. I mean, it seems like Charlotte is like a tweener right now. She's like confident, but she's trying to be genuine. In the perfect world, they pull the trigger on Tiffy becoming a baby face. She's like a tweener right now too. I would like her to be a full baby face, given to the Tiffy time. Charlotte's the full heel. They start their program, and Tiffy beats Charlotte at Mania, and like Tiffy becomes the next big, like Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan star. We only have a few of them. We have the four horsewomen, and we have Ripley and Liv. That's like Asuka is a star, but not really. Same with Io, she's a star, but not really. I think that Tiffy could be that star by getting a win versus Charlotte at WrestleMania. What about you?
I don't know why they insist on thinking that the crowd will ever see Charlotte as a babyface. We
No,
seen her kind of mention that in real time in her promo. I'm like, yeah, like they kind of had to call like a little audible. Just scrap that shit. People see her as a heel. Just switch on the fly the way The Rock did. They're not gonna see her as a babyface. Don't try. People might fuck with you more as a heel, anyways. The
you're gonna
babyface
heal your
promos
entire
ain't gonna cut it.
career.
Thank you. Like, yeah, we get it. Yeah, but quit that savage. Especially how she won the Rumble. People already make funny. Like, no. Have her go heel. Even if she was to challenge Rhea, you're gonna be the heel, bro. You're
Can't
gonna be
challenge
heel
Rhea. You
regardless.
already lost to her at Mania. I wouldn't. I don't want to see that again.
But there will be one. Sure, mentioned they 1-1 at Mania, so this will be a best out of 3. So that gets something. But obviously, I want
So
Charlotte
then who
and
goes against
Tiffany.
Tiffy? Oh, okay, cool. Because I would like
Yeah,
to
I
see
want that.
Rhea versus Bianca Belair. That would be that's never before seen. That's Mania worthy. That I don't know, face versus face might be tough. I don't know.
She is going to stay in tag team purgatory, and you will like it.
No, she's the best woman on the roster though. Why? What is she's been in this shit for over like a year, bro? Like, what is going on?
Y'all put Naomi and Jade in that tag team and let this girl do what she want, man. God
Please,
damn. And why the fuck
please.
is Liv beating Io Sky in the Elimination Chamber qualified? It's that dumb shit I'm talking about, bro. It's that goofy ass shit, but it's a story to be told about that.
And
Because you
and then,
see
and
how
then
remorseful she was.
who was remorseful?
Because Rhea is the reason why Liv won, and she was very
Oh yeah.
apologetic to Io.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Rhea was remorseful. Yeah, for sure. I just don't like that at all. I don't like that. I mean, obviously they're gonna go somewhere with it, but from my understanding, Io is not in the elimination chamber match. Liv Morgan is, and it's regardless of how what she's gonna give Liv. She's gonna give Io a match just for Io to lose. You know what I mean? Like, like I
I'm
don't get
thinking
that angle
maybe it's like a last chance qualifier and she wins like a battle royal or some shit.
to get into the chamber match.
I'm guessing that's the only way I could see them booking that, them booking around this. I just think it's kind of dumb to have her. Maybe to get people like behind EO and like really crave it. I guess.
Here's my
I'm like,
question:
I thought niggas already behind her. Yeah.
who do you have in the men's chamber match? Um, and in the perfect world, who do you have winning?
Okay, so I think Logan's going to be Rey Mysterio. It's already Logan, John, and CM Punk in my mind. I'm guessing it's going to be Damian Priest, which what AJ Styles, who's one other person that makes sense. I fuck AJ Styles, Damian Priest. I guess Drew because his name ain't doing shit anyways.
It's
Um,
cross brand, isn't it?
yeah, but yeah. So I'm saying Drew. Fuck, who do I
That's
want
six right
CM
there.
Punk to win. Yeah, I want CM Punk to win. But you know the way the universe works. They won't do nothing really stupid. Damian will not win.
No one else makes sense for me but CM Punk. I think you're right.
It gotta be CM Punk, right?
Nothing else makes sense because the chamber winner gets a match at Mania, right?
Oh fuck. I think Seth Rollins is gonna be in the chamber. Never mind. Scratch that. Scratch that. Never mind. Never mind. Seth Rollins and CM Punk gonna cancel each other out. And
Oh,
Roman
they're gonna
Reigns has an
lose.
injury angle. Yep. Never mind. I don't know who's gonna win the chamber.
I would love for Drew to win the chamber and go up against Cody at Mania. I would love for that. Oh my goodness, I would be jumping for joy for that.
I ain't gonna get greedy. I'm like, you won the chamber last year. They ain't about to let you win this shit twice in a row.
Damn, Drew won it last year. He did. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So that's how he was able to beat Rollins. Yeah, he's not winning it back to back. I don't know. Hey, AJ Styles
Maybe we're
versus Cody Rhodes.
overthinking. Maybe we're overthinking.
AJ Styles
Who
versus
versus
Cody
Cody?
Rhodes. One more time. One more time.
One more
WrestleMania in Paris. Come on.
bro, ain't nothing gonna top that Paris shit, bro. Oh my god, that shit was fire. Damn,
Hey,
bro.
hey,
Ah.
listen. He wasn't
Uh,
up in the bed, la 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 la. Oh my god, I got goosebumps right now thinking about that shit. That's my guy, man. Hey,
so
bro, it
so
was
since I
so cool.
mentioned, oh,
I'm sorry. I was just
what
gonna
was
real
so
quick. I was
cool?
just gonna say it's so cool how it was dope to see AJ and John in the ring again. Remember, because him and Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows beat up John Cena like that. I used to fuck with that shit. But go ahead.
Ooh, actually, I'm gonna pivot because AJ Styles he came with his old entrance music.
Woo!
As weekly watchers of WWE,
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, there were 60 Rumble entrants. I could not guess who like 20 of them people were when I heard the music. That is a big problem, bro.
How they did Finn was egregious. Oh my goodness.
I
I
know
had
who the
no
fuck.
idea who that was. I was like,
I seen
who
the
is
F
this?
and I'm like, I know this not Finn Balor, bro. I know this.
They could just played the Judgment Day shit.
And then there's a clip from last year's Rumble where Rollins was like, who is that trying to be carrying Cross? But I'm like, niggas don't know this shit, bro. Fix this.
Hey,
This
I
is a
seen
big
a nigga
problem.
in AEW come out to Mini Men, bro. I seen a nigga in AEW come out to Mini Men with that. And that was
They,
like
they
the
be
hardest
they
thing
be
I've
licensing
ever seen.
music. They
Shit is
license
hard.
music.
I know there's
Uh,
wrestlers that'll be down, like Travis Scott. I know he'd be down to make a song for Jey Uso. I mean, Jey Uso's song is cool, I guess. It's really not. It's really the same shit that it was with him and his when it was the Usos. It's just day one
Same
ish
thing, yeah.
over and over. But hey, man.
But yeah, you know, like I know, because this shit will make people way more over. I know people like me who call nigga a catchphrase and a theme song merchant, but yes, bro, that shit is vital of the importance, man. You
There's
think
a
Trick
level of
Williams would be that
balance.
over without that theme song, bro?
There's a level of
Where would Trick
balance.
Williams be if he had a regular theme music?
You
Like
probably
most of these niggas.
he's not even that good in the ring too, and he's not. I'm not saying he's bad, but we're just comparing to what we've seen. Guys like AJ Styles, Randy Orton, John Cena, Seth Rollins, Sami
You
Zayn,
said Trick
Kurt.
is a Jey Uso?
Who?
Huh? You said Trick
Bro,
is a Jey Uso archetype?
I didn't. Oh yeah, I mean, but without the tag team though, bro, he was Carmelo's backup, and then people liked the name Trick, and he's a handsome man. Uh, and they just ran with it. I don't know. Like I've never seen anything special from Trick personally. He's got charisma. He looks like he's got charisma, but he gets on the mic, and I don't feel the confidence. You know what I'm saying?
So Carmelo Hayes being the first eliminated in that Rumble. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't name to you 5 better TV characters on the main roster than Carmelo Hayes. And this thing ain't had a pinfall victory since September.
He does the best with what he's got too. Like it's impressive. Like so to go back to a guy like Jey Uso, just because Jey Uso has tenure, is related to The Rock and Roman Reigns, and has a over yeet thingy, he gets the Royal Rumble spot, while a guy like Carmelo Hayes, who is 20 times better than Jay will ever be in the ring, is the first one eliminated. I just don't get that.
He's black.
They look the same.
But
They're the same fucking skin tone. They look like me. We're all. I mean, you're right, but I mean, and he's not over. Mello don't miss. That shit is mid. I love you, Carmelo, but we got to get something more catchy than that, and we got to
I
get
think
some crowds involved.
I think he needs some pyro too. When he does this thing, I be thinking something's gonna happen. But nothing happens in the intro. Yeah, something gotta connect with that to get the crowd more over. Damn. He gotta really get some heat. And like, in the Royal
Heat.
Rumble, I be expecting for niggas to really do some grimy shit. Like, I think it was a pretty big fumble for them to not give some extra heat on the New Day, since that's what they doing with the TV time.
Can't believe they weren't even in the match.
Like, bro, like you got have them eliminate like somebody that the fans love.
Hey, what was
Like
up with that Ludwig Kaiser spot too? Like that shit was weird to me.
him being the one. Yeah.
Like in and out real quick. He's supposed to be like a beast. I didn't get that.
Somebody had to get the short end of the stick, I guess.
Yeah, we're just
Rumble,
nitpicking.
but
We're
yeah,
just
somebody had to get it. I'm just like, they don't got no direction for nigga anyways. I'm guessing him and Jey Uso are gonna have a program anyways, right?
who?
Like Ludwig and Jey Uso, because like they got killed time
Better
between
not.
them and Mania. Like not like a real program, but he's Gunther's henchman, so they're gonna fight and have like back and forths.
I hope not. I hope that the build up to the WrestleMania, his first WrestleMania main event, isn't him fighting Gunther's lackeys and having a tough time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But he says he's about to get real violent, so I'm like, they gonna jump this nigga a couple times.
Oh yeah, I forgot. He did say that.
Yeah. On to the actual matches. How the fuck is Kevin Owens able to do Sammy like that? Nigga, you died, bro. I seen his face after that ladder match.
Randy Orton took a pile driver and has been out for 6 months or something crazy like that. Cody takes the same one. He's back in like 2 weeks. You know, Sammy's gonna be back next week. Like I don't really get it.
I don't like the continuity. Like
And
for
now
like
that
damage.
KO's right. No, go ahead.
I'm saying like there were like two legit spots where I'm like, I think he was supposed to brace himself, and like I seen he got cut. I don't know if he was ever concussed. He obviously didn't have a concussion. I'm like, is he good? Like,
I can't tell when they
where
played or not.
yeah, there was like one spot where he hit the pole, and then obviously the last one, like where he like his head went kind of past the ladder part. I'm like, oh, god damn. I'm like, how the fuck this nigga back already?
And so what? We're gonna get a KO versus Sammy again at the Rumble. Like I don't want that shit. If there's nothing when there's
He
nothing
won at the
behind it,
chamber at WrestleMania.
we're
He
not
didn't
getting it
help him.
at the Chamber. We're gonna get it at WrestleMania just because they have so much history. But it's like
Oh my gosh,
if
we
it
do
was for
this
a
every
title,
other year, bro.
it
Every
was for
other year, bro.
yeah. It's either they're a tag team or they're fighting each other. Like all the way back to NXT. Like I get it, bro. Like they need to do it with how they do it with Seth and Roman. Less is more. We know they have all this history, and they only have like 2 or 3 matches against each other in 10 years, which is great. At least in my opinion. Hello, Kobe.
Oh wait, do you hear me? Because you were in the matrix
Oh,
just
you
now.
were in the Matrix.
Hello,
I can hear you perfect.
am
I
I
can see you fine.
deja vu?
Hey, just like
Okay.
last time. Again.
I just wish they. Damn, yeah, like fuck. Okay. I was gonna say I wish they went about it a different way. Like we've seen KO turn on Sammy multiple times. Have him predict it. Like Karrion Cross already been warning this nigga for weeks. That's another character I love. He hella messy. I love it. He be telling the truth though.
Yeah,
Like
I
you
think
be falling
there's
for this
no
shit
build up.
still, Sammy. You still caught off guard by this nigga.
There's no build up either. Too. It's like uh, Sammy was like super kicking niggas in the face, and we were like, "Oh, is Sammy really gonna turn?" And then KO goes to him and is like, "Hey, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours." Sammy comes out, doesn't do anything, but is like, "Oh, I'm worried for both of these guys." When you know that KO asked you to come out and help, you came out and did nothing, and then caught a pile driver. I don't get it, man. Obviously, it's going to lead up to Mania match, but I don't get it. Should just left KO off Mania if you didn't have anything for him. Like that spot could go to something else. Like we've already seen this shit, but whatever.
And then okay, will they bring Randy back? Like you gonna tell me this nigga Randy been out for this
Too
long,
late now.
and all these other niggas are recovering from the same pile driver, bro?
Too late now too. Like Randy, if he wanted to
You
come
made him
back,
like a hoe.
had to be at
He look
Rumble.
like a hoe, bro.
Like or unless something actually happened and the spot didn't go as planned, but I don't think that's the case.
If next time I don't see Randy, he don't just fuck KO all the way up, bro. That's why I'm like, I want them to dress man like have as soon as Randy like punt that nigga. Like, no.
Bring Randy back.
Establish this is Randy, bro.
Bring Randy back at the fucking Elimination Chamber. Let him win the Elimination Chamber and go up against Cody Rhodes, baby. That's what I want at WrestleMania. Perfect scenario right there. Bingo.
I just can't I just wouldn't view him as a viable threat for Cody if this nigga didn't shout you for years and you ain't get your lick back. Just you ain't gotta be mad. Just punt the nigga. Y'all never even had a match that finished.
He get his
They
lick
match
back
never
first.
started.
He gets lick back real quick. Or I don't know. Because I would want Randy to be evil, I want Randy to come back as a bad guy, but if he does that, going up against KO, those are two heels, I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, it's just like I wouldn't believe Randy is really about to do Cody foul if the nigga that showed you ain't even got did foul. Because last
I
time he came back, he was targeting Roman because
Mhm.
they fucked him up. And he was sticking to that for months. So like it would be like a character continuity issue if he came back. He just, it's okay. Like, man.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Dumb. Last question I have. What are we doing with this? What's up?
Tag titles.
The men's
Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY.
The
I thought the
first
match
pinfall was so anticlimactic, bro.
dude, I don't know what they were thinking, bro.
That was bad. I get we have 3 falls, but you don't have to waste one. It wasn't enough cinema with,
Yo,
with the match, bro.
He didn't kick out of like a regular ass move, and then did kick out of like a twin move, like right after. I was like, all right, bro. I think that match was mid. I do like they've finally brought the Street Profits back, and Street Profits attacked both of them. Are they going to turn the heel or not? I don't know, but as long as it ends with the Street Profits at Mania with the tag titles, that's all that matters.
Street Profits, they're back. They're gone. They're healed. They're babyface. They're healed.
Hey,
Start, stop,
hey,
start,
man. Hey,
stop.
man.
Start,
Hey, man.
stop.
Hey, man.
Yawn, yawn, yawn. We're about to
It's
get
not their
another tag
fault.
title match on SmackDown or Elimination Chamber. Ooh, another interference. Didn't see that one coming. Another number 1 contender match. Ooh, tag title match.
Trips, this is
Interference.
directed
Enough.
at you, Trips. Kobe's talking to you. Please, just let them have a 6-month reign.
This shit is so fucking goofy, bro.
They're like, you guys want 2 black tag champs at the same time? You got Naomi and Bianca. Be happy about it.
Like, them coming back. I'm like, hurry up and get this triple threat. I don't care what you gotta do. Make it triple threat ladder, triple threat TLC, whatever the fucking stipulation is. Don't care. I'm guessing they're gonna drag this out to Mania. Maybe Pretty Deadly will get at it. It'll be a 4-way. Who cares? I know it's gonna be good hoops, but this interference shit is ass. I said the same thing with the Andrade and Carmelo shit. Don't fucking make some fuckery happen after we're invested in these hoopers. We got Carmelo Andrade on the fucking bench, and they got Shinsuke Nakamura running around with the U.S. title. Niggas don't even know he's champion, bro. Do you even remember he was in the Royal Rumble?
Yes, but that's just because I'm a big Shinsuke fan. He came in and did nothing.
Why he got the U.S. title, bro?
No idea. But that's just what Trippage does, bro. Like, even, I mean, I know Naomi and Bianca, they had like a little something with like Jade Cargill, who injured her. Now that shit seems like it's gone. And they're doing nothing. Like, they're doing absolutely nothing with the tag titles. I guess they're about to go up against Liv and Raquel, but like that, there's no build up to that really at all. Same with the Viking Raiders or whatever. I don't know what they're doing. They're not in any type of storyline at all. So we have 3 tag championships and only one of them are involved in the storyline. I don't get it at all. And bro, it's just what Trips is doing. Lyra Valkyria, she's not involved in the storyline at all.
Her and Ivy, I think.
That's not a real storyline, bro. That ain't shit.
I agree.
Chelsea's in a baby storyline with Michin, but that even then, that ain't. I don't know, bro.
It's really BJ and B-Fab and Chelsea probably, bro.
Yeah.
It's just,
yeah.
I'm just gonna say it, and I wish we had. Look, in real time, I was like, we have a lot of people on the roster, but realistically, they don't give that much TV time to the whole roster. So having all these titles, you're going to shit on some of these titles. Like Braun Breaker is not even a factor on Raw.
I didn't even bring him up. I completely forgot about him.
Like, he's barely on. Even when he does have a match, like, he needs to be talking. He needs to have backstage segments. He needs to have promos. We don't do any of that. We don't do none of that with none of the other titles. Like
the dog's out. That's all.
The tag titles, bro. If y'all just gonna treat the tag division like that, just make it one tag belt, bro. Like, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all doing with this.
Yeah, why shit is cool. It is cool, but that's all we get.
That's because they got 3 hours now, but that's just going to get cut down. I was
going to bring that up. I feel like if you have 3 hours of TV time, which SmackDown does now, instead of making that shit boring, how about you put some extra effort into these other storylines so that we can be invested? Like the DIY shit's cool, but like the Chelsea Green and BFAB shit, that needs to be like accentuated times 20. So like there's really shit happening. like the Meechin and Chelsea dumpster match. That feud was way more entertaining than this feud we have right now. And there's a title involved. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like you just got to be
You
hit.
right.
Like I think Triple H thinks that like all the main big storyline shit will like hold us over, and that's not the case. Like it was the case with the Bloodline. That was some of the best shit I've ever seen in professional wrestling. That storyline was crazy. That shit's over now, though. We gotta get back to
Fuck Dwayne.
what Vince was doing, bro. Like I know Vince is a horrible person, but how he ran the company at the time, there was always a lot of storylines going on, and they were all popping. And I feel like Trips, he likes to focus on one, and that's not conducive to success, as we can see right now, where we're bored.
Last thing I'd say, we're in February. I don't give a fuck if the draft is a minute away. We need call ups very bad. For the women's division, Roxanne, she basically is up there. Why are Lash and Jakara still on NXT? Put them back
Doing
on the main
nothing.
roster, bro. Like you having them take advantage. Put them on the main roster. The women's division needs both of them. Julie, I guess she's a fucking NXT champion right now, so I ain't gonna fucking work. Call up either Jada or Soruka, whichever one you're more confident in right now. You don't need all them women on NXT. They're too popular. Like they're too good,
You
and
have
it
so
just
many
makes
of them
the division on the active roster look bad. You got Jordan Gray. They said Jordan Gray's gonna go down to NXT. I'm like,
for what?
nigga, they already have Zarya, Julia, Stephanie, Soruka, Jada Parker,
Fallon Henley,
Fallon Henley,
Jason James,
Kalani.
Kaylani Jordan, Shotzi just
Bro,
went back down there.
why do
Tatum
y'all
Paxley,
need this? Why do y'all need this much, bro? Y'all don't
Julia,
need this many people. It's
Bailey's
ridiculous.
Bailey's doing shit down there right now because she's not involved in
Like,
any storyline.
cut that shit out. And then the tag team division, put Fraction up on the main roster. We need tag teams very bad.
They're not even doing shit really down there right now. So yeah, it'd be I don't know, man. It's tough. My thing is because I agree with you, but the one thing that worries me is like the call ups that we do get, they don't like even Braun Breaker. He's a champ. He not doing shit. He ain't doing nothing memorable. Even though he's had some good matches, there's been no storylines memorable. Carmelo Hayes, he's great every time he's on television, whether it's in the ring or a segment. He ain't really had nothing pop for him. Who else is there over the last year? I mean, Tiffy, obviously she did great, but it took her a while to get there. I'm just worried that like with how Trips is mishandling the talent we have on the main roster right now, I don't know how he'd be able to handle more talent, in my opinion.
You're right, because I don't like how he treated Gunther Reign at all. Um, I'm trying to think which title reign that I've been a
Hey,
fan of.
that Gunter though, I do like how what he said to Jay. He was like, I had them thinking that I'm confident with myself and blah 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 blah. I don't get why he wanted us to think that, but I did like that it was acknowledged.
Yeah, yeah that's a like you got this nigga getting hold out by Damian Priest, bro. Like,
Yeah, Damian Priest was betting that nigga over for what?
hey, this that goofy shit. Man, but yeah, it's Elimination Chamber, bro. But I'm not a happy camper right now. But Raw is still much more enjoyable watch than SmackDown. SmackDown be dragging, man.
You
SmackDown
got
be
so much
dragging.
talent, you should be able to fill. Like, I don't get how it's dragging. Like, you have all these long ass segments of shit that we don't care about. Let's get some new shit going. It's a real WrestleMania.
While he doing this pussyfooting shit, nigga, you better not wait 2 years to put a title on Jacob Fatu. Cause
Jacob
everybody concedes what that nigga is projected to be.
Jacob Fatu should snatch that shit from Shinsuke right now. Honestly,
I see what people are fantasy booking. They're fantasy booking Jimmy Uso getting the US title.
he don't deserve it. You're not that good in the
He
ring.
beat Mello.
He didn't deserve that match. Like I was watching that match, Melo was looking way better than him. He does more than Jay does in the ring though. Whisper in the wind, some other things. Nah, bro. I think Jacob Fatu, bro. Carmelo would be a terrific United States champion. Terrific. But hey, man,
And
I'm just
nah, Andrade and Mello got to lose to LA Knight so that Nakamura. I'm about to get more annoyed. Good day, bro. Like,
Great talking to you,
Fuck
man.
this, right?
Hey, Lakers got Luke.